Hey YouTubers, Raven here.
Starfire.
And tonight we'll be talking about The Outpost.
Season 2, Episode 9, There Will Be a Reckoning.
Sure. But before that, we do have some kind of serious things to talk about. One serious thing.
Yeah.
Really. And that is, we don't mind getting comments like, we don't like you.
Yeah,
like give us a reason why.
Yeah,
that's fine.
Like giving constructive criticism or feedback or something. Like, you know, that's fine. We don't mind that.
Yeah. But look, the video says review. This is a review channel.
Mm-hmm.
We don't upload videos. We don't upload shit. So if you got a fucking problem with it, go somewhere else and watch it legally. Don't count on YouTube to do it for you.
Exactly.
I
mean, the CW app is free.
Yeah.
You don't have to subscribe to that.
Yeah. So basically what we're saying is if you don't want to see our faces, then get the fuck away. Peace the fuck off. We don't care.
Peace.
Or we'll start blocking all of your comments on everything.
And to the fans who do enjoy us and watch our videos, thank you.
Yes.
Thank you so much.
Yes. Yes.
You've gotten us to, what, 60-something subscribers now?
Yes. Last I checked, we were 69. The perfect number.
Yeah, so thank you. Actually, that's awesome, because 69 is actually 50 years from this year.
Is it?
Yeah. Like, Woodstock was in 1969, The Brady Bunch premiered in 1969, Scooby-Doo, Where Are You premiered in 1969.
So all the good shit happened in 69.
Yeah, so a lot of things are turning 50 this year.
Nice.
So yeah, thank you. And, you know, just thank you for watching. And, like, we enjoy doing them. We enjoy giving our thoughts. And, you know, there are going to be people who are just not going to care and not going to like that. And that's fine. You don't have to. We can't please everyone.
Right. But if you come here looking for something we don't provide, then, well, we don't provide it.
Yeah.
So
there's no reason for you to keep watching.
Yeah. If you really have an issue with seeing our faces talk about a show instead of watching it, then go watch the show. Yeah. You know, somewhere else.
Because, I mean, we don't get paid for this. We just do this because we enjoy doing it. Mm-hmm. We like TV shows, and we wanted to talk about them.
Yeah.
And, you know, for the people that do enjoy that and have subscribed to our channel, we really appreciate it. Because, you know, we didn't expect to even have that many people watching.
Yeah, we were just... We're still just putting up videos for the hell of it.
Yeah, exactly.
And we get... A plus side to it is you guys like to comment, you like to talk with us.
Right.
And we enjoy that.
Yeah.
And, I mean, if there are no comments, if there is no communication between us, that's fine, too. Just the fact that you're watching is...
enough.
More than enough.
Yeah.
Like... I mean, we do this as much for you guys as for us. Like, it helps us think through the episode.
Right.
And, you know, talking about things helps you remember it.
Exactly.
And so talking about the shows that we enjoy will help us remember the parts we enjoyed for longer than we would have if we didn't talk about it.
Yeah.
So,
I mean, a lot of times you just watch it on your own and you keep it to yourself. Mm-hmm. And, like, you don't share it with anybody.
Right. So the enjoyment can last longer, and you'll have those memories for, like, so much longer than you would if you just stayed quiet.
Yeah.
So thank you guys for watching, and thank you so much for all the communications and everything that you brought to us from the very first episode that's been posted on here with just me all the way through to us today.
Yeah, and I mean, we take all of, like, the feedback into consideration.
Yeah.
And, you know, like, we try to make it better. So,
yes.
And I'm just excited for all of the other stuff to come back. Because then we can, like, start doing all the stuff that we enjoy doing again, too.
I mean, not that we don't enjoy this.
Yeah, I mean, this is a great show.
It is.
But I just mean, like, the stuff that we do all, like...
Yeah, our normal routine.
Our normal routine,
yes.
Yeah. Of the
Even though the schedule will be changing.
Yes.
It'll still be Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, but shows will be different.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. And Supernatural will still be Thursday.
If we review it.
I don't know. We'll see.
I won't.
Since it's the last season, I might do some. But it just depends on how much I want to do it or not.
Basically on how shitty the episodes are.
Yeah. If I just don't want to talk about it, then I'm not going to do it.
Right.
But I will probably do the series finale. Because it's the series finale.
Yes.
Possibly the premiere, but since I didn't really review season 14, I don't know if I really should do the premiere because I don't have anything to like fall back on unless I go back and rewatch stuff.
Yeah.
So
yeah, that's where we're at right now, and that's the big piece of boring stuff we had to get out of the way first.
Yeah. Just the technical stuff.
Yes. So yeah, we just wanted to clear the air with you guys, and
just thanks for watching.
Yes, thank you so much. Like,
we appreciate you.
We do. so much. Yeah. I mean, I never imagined we'd get past 10.
Right?
Like, once we got the first one that wasn't us.
Yeah.
Like, I was like, oh, we won't get much. And then, like, we got 10. I was like, what?
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I was ecstatic once we hit 50.
Oh, yeah, me too.
If we can get 100 by the end of this year...
Doubtful, but we can try.
I know. I'm getting ahead of myself. But if you guys comment, subscribe, and share our videos with people you know will love them. Yeah. Because we're so lovable. You know that.
And I mean, a lot of people watch the superhero shows.
Yeah.
So it's not like people don't know about the shows that we're talking about, because they do.
Yeah.
So, I mean, yeah.
So if you guys do that, and then we hit 100, well, whenever we finally do hit 100. So
yeah, I don't know what we'll do.
Yes,
but it'll be something.
Yes.
Maybe get a lot of our biggest moments.
Like a compilation of all of our best funniest.
Me bitching about Emma.
Yeah, I think that would be a good idea, actually. Because I always struggle with what to do. Because when people that make fan videos get to a certain amount of subscribers, they'll make a special multi-couple video, or they'll make a video where people choose the couples and then they vid them. But because we're not that type of a channel, it's harder to figure out what to do for special things like that. So your idea is actually pretty good, because it's we could just go in and we could take different clips from a lot of our best moments or funniest moments or whatever.
The shock we got in our live streams where you guys actually see our freak out reaction live,
and stuff like that, and we can just put it all together in a compilation video or something.
Yeah. Or, if you guys have a better idea for when we finally hit that, let us know.
Yeah. But that will probably be what we do if we don't get anything else.
Yes. But yeah, so let's move on to the episode. What did you like about it?
I mean,
most of it.
I liked most of it. Yeah. I mean, it was a good episode.
Yes.
But I mean, they've all been pretty good lately. The last few episodes have been really good. Obviously, we still don't really care that much about Garret.
No.
And I actually am to the point where I also really don't either. You know.
I don't give two shits.
But I liked seeing the loveliness between Zed and Talon.
Yes, holy hell, they freaking did it.
That was just it was just such a beautiful scene. Aside from the fact that they,
actually went for it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just the setting was just so ethereal and beautiful, and the stars were above, and it was a peaceful night, and it was just really pretty. It was a very aesthetically pleasing scene.
It was. I mean, I have my issues about it, but
What are your issues with it?
like, I understand what they were going for.
Yeah.
And I understand what he said. You know, there's a connection between black bloods that you wouldn't get with a human.
Right.
And I get that.
Yeah.
I really do.
Yeah.
But at the same time, it is not like those commercials where the guys walk in wearing Axe body spray and the women are all the fuck over them. Right?
Yeah.
Like, that's basically what happened. Like, I'm gonna touch your ear and then we're gonna bang. Like, that's what happened. And it's like, no. Like, they were... like, he was finally, like, letting his hair down around her.
Right.
Like he
letting
wasn't
his
so
guard down.
tight.
Yeah.
He was enjoyable. And I started to actually really like him.
Yeah.
And... I was like, this is a good start. We're moving forward. I did not mind the kiss. And then the kiss turned into shirtless and then scene. And I
mean, CW does that a lot with their love scenes.
Yes, but my whole thing is that it shouldn't have been a love scene.
Yeah, I know.
It was...
I would have been fine with it just being that sensual kiss that it was.
Right.
Like, that's all it needed to be.
Yeah. I didn't even mind her going back for seconds.
Yeah.
Or thirds. But, like, they didn't need to escalate it to shirtless, to what we all know love. They did.
To making love.
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I mainly, like, for me, I just mainly liked the softness of the kiss. Like, I just felt like it was just a very, like, beautiful moment.
Right.
Like, everything that happened after was, like, whatever to me. But, like, that part was just, like, really nice.
Yes.
So, I liked that. And like you said, I enjoyed seeing Zed, you know, let his guard down and open up and just be more of himself.
Right.
And I'm glad that Janzo finally figured out what it was that, like, was, you know, making Garret act the way that he was, because I'm like, when are they gonna figure it out? Like, you know?
Yes.
And then he just finds that last vial, and I was like, yes, he found it!
I think it's hilarious. He had no idea what this drug was, and then he samples it.
Yeah, I know. Like, he just took a drink of it, and he automatically knew.
Well, like, he didn't even take a full-on drink. Like, he, like...
just like, kind of, like...
tipped it. I guess maybe he got his lip wet and then licked it or something. I don't know. But... it's just... why would he drink it? He should have got Mott down there.
Yeah, I know.
Like, made him drink it.
I was all worried. I was like, oh no, is it gonna change Janzo?
Right? Like, what's it gonna do?
I mean, I know he didn't drink that much of it, but I was still worried. I was like, is it gonna affect him? Like,
right. But, like, only in big doses does it knock you out.
Yeah.
And all it really does is make you susceptible to...
susceptible.
Yes. to suggestion.
Yeah, like, it makes you compliant and you go along with what everybody, like, with what people tell you to do.
Yep.
Basically just makes you, what's the word? Like, I don't know.
A slave to their words.
Yeah.
You know, that could even be said for what he saw.
Mm-hmm.
So... The picture he saw of the real Rosalind could have been a hallucination. My words tonight. My brain is going faster than my mouth.
It happens.
It does.
Me too.
But it's happening a lot right now in succession.
It's all good.
But, you know, so I was really kind of, I mean, he didn't say that it caused hallucinations, but he did say that you were susceptible to suggestion.
Yeah.
And
like, compliant, and...
Well, I mean, like, if, like, it was suggested to him to look behind the plaster.
Mm-hmm.
And it was suggested to him that the girl he would find behind the plaster would have half a face.
Mm-hmm.
So when he broke the plaster, he saw half a face. Is that because of the suggestion, or was that real?
Yeah.
Like, did he only see what Dredd told him he would see?
Right. And then the compliant part just comes in with like the three and you know, going along with what they tell you to do, being a slave to the orders and following them and not having any like free will for yourself because all you're focused on is that objective and that purpose.
Mm-hmm.
And that's what he was doing.
Yeah.
So but yeah, like the next episode description says, Talon and Zed unlock a power that Talon distrusts. The mistress plots an unlikely path to victory as a deadly assassin is on the loose at the outpost. Naya faces her old master with startling consequences. Lastly, Garret takes on a new objective.
An assassin is loose within the city.
Yeah.
I would say that's Garret, but his job isn't to kill anyone.
Maybe it's Milas? He's not an assassin.
No, he's a ruler.
Yeah.
I mean, he could have snuck someone in.
He could have, because his army's like right there.
Yeah. Or it could be another soldier. Who knows?
Yeah.
Really. But Garret taking on a new objective. How did he receive new orders?
I don't know. I mean, he literally escaped at the end of the episode tonight.
Yes.
So.
Yeah. But, I mean...
But he's not going to go back to where he was. Because that's a freaking 5-day journey.
His objective is to kidnap Gwen.
Yeah.
He said, I have business to finish.
Mm-hmm.
He got business, okay?
I have unfinished business.
Which is kidnapping Gwen and taking her to the 3.
Mm-hmm.
And I can't even say 2 right. You heard that, right? I said to the 3.
To the 3.
Yeah. To the 3. To the 3. Yeah. But, like, so, if that doesn't, if he changes his objective, who changes it?
I don't know.
Because he has direct orders from the 3 to kidnap Gwen.
Well, in the episode 11 description, it says Garret runs into Talon, now a Prime Order captive, as Gwen's lost relation has a claim to the throne. Meanwhile, Janzo becomes desperate to find a plagueling cure. Lastly, a devastating Prime Order weapon is revealed.
Gwen has relatives. That's what I took from that. I was like, screw everything else. Gwen has relatives?
Yeah. It says Garret runs into Talon, now a Prime Order captive, as Gwen's lost relation has a claim to the throne.
And who's the lost relation? Her entire family was wiped out. Who survived? Because I'm guessing that whoever survived is under the control of the 3.
And, I mean, obviously with this show, we're learning that when you think your entire race or family is wiped out, it's clearly not.
Right. And you see last season, when I was like, how the hell were there only so many Black Bloods when there's this entire world to cover?
Yeah.
Like, we got the answer this season.
We did.
I was bitching about that all last season.
You were.
I love it. But they should have hinted at it last season.
Mm-hmm.
It shouldn't have just been something that, boom, happens. You're like, WTF.
I agree.
Like, maybe when she called forth her demon, she should have saw a shadow.
Mm-hmm.
Should have saw. Should have saw a shadow. Should have seen.
Should have seen a shadow.
I should have seen a shadow.
Doctor Who?
You should have seen a shadow. I said it. Shadows are dangerous.
They are.
Don't trust the shadows. Silence in the Library. Doctor Who. Season 4.
Episode 6.
And 7.
Yeah.
Different title, but still same premise.
Sorry.
We just got done watching Doctor Who. And The Outpost.
Yeah.
Oh. But yeah.
So that's the next 2 episode
Mhm.
descriptions. There might be a episode 12, I don't know. But I'm thinking there will be. It's just not been added yet.
Right. Because they did just add an extra episode to the list.
Because
that
season
wasn't
1
there.
was 10 episodes.
And then up until this point, season 2 was just 10 episodes. And then they
Yeah.
added one onto the list.
I mean, at least that's what I thought.
Mm-hmm.
Because, like, the season is still going. And we were saying we didn't think that they could cover everything that's left in 2 episodes.
Right.
So I'm thinking this season will be 12 just because, like, that'll go to the end of September. And then the week after that is when, like, all the other shows start again.
Mm-hmm.
So it'll be the perfect time to end the season because then they won't have, like, an extra space where nothing is on at that time.
Right.
And they can just, like, go right into the superhero stuff.
Yes.
So. But I could be wrong.
Who knows?
I just think it would be nice if they did that.
Who knows?
Yes.
Another Doctor Who reference.
But yeah, like, I mean, Garret was gonna get out eventually.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I saw that coming a mile away.
Yeah.
I just, up until tonight, I didn't expect it to happen the way it did.
Me either.
Once the fat dude finally started talking to Garret, I was like, yeah, no, he's gonna piss off that dude.
Uh-huh.
And
I'm really wondering, too, if Tobin took the deal with Milas. Because if he did, he'd be betraying Gwen.
Right.
And we didn't see if he shook on that with him.
Right.
So I like to think that he is a decent enough person that he wouldn't betray her.
Mm-hmm.
But he didn't tell her that part of it.
No, he told her that that's what he offered.
Oh, he did?
Like, yeah, she asked him. Like, you know.
He just told him the part about he would have to, like, he'd be ruled by Milas.
No, he said that he would get his lands back, but he would be under the rule of Milas. That was the offer.
Yeah. But he didn't tell her about the deal that Milas was like,
yeah.
But what would the deal be? Or, like,
because she said that I assume he offered you a deal to betray me.
Oh, okay.
Like, I mean, the only way for him to get the deal is to betray her. So whether or not he said, yeah, I'm going to freaking stab you in the back or some shit.
Yeah.
It's still, he offered me a plea. He offered me a way out.
Right.
Obviously, the only way to take that deal is to betray her.
Yeah.
So whether or not he said that doesn't matter because it's implied.
Okay. So at least he was honest and told her.
Yes.
Because he could have just been like, no, you know.
Yeah. But she wouldn't believe him.
Yeah. I mean, I'm okay with them. Like, I would be happy with that.
Yeah.
And I mean, I know she still loves Garret, and I know she always will love Garret.
Mm-hmm.
But just because you'll always love the person doesn't mean that you should be with them.
Yeah. It's like that whole you never forget your first.
Yeah.
And
like they'll always hold a special place in your heart,
mm-hmm.
and you'll always like have love for them,
yeah.
but you're not in love with them anymore.
Right.
There's a difference.
There is.
There's a big difference.
There really, really is a big difference.
Yes. So yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So I mean, she will always care about him. She'll
Yeah.
always love him, but that doesn't necessarily mean that he's a good person for her
Mm-hmm.
right now or ever again.
Right. I know it's gonna take some like mending of time between Tobin and her.
I thought you were gonna say Tobias. And then I would just think of Black Lightning.
See, when I don't even think Black Lightning when I say Tobias. I think of Animorphs.
I've never seen that. I'm sorry.
Okay, not seeing it is not a big deal.
Okay.
It was the book series in elementary school. Like, everybody. Like, it was right up there with...
I was reading Babysitter's Club and, like, the Little House books. I wasn't reading no Animorphs, okay?
Animorphs is the bomb. It's the best thing ever. The TV show is decent, but it only lasted, like, a season or two.
Books are usually better.
Well, I mean, the technology really wasn't there.
Yeah.
And
But I mean, books are still usually better.
Yeah, but you know that guy who plays Bobby in the X-Men, the ice dude.
I think so.
Okay, Jimmy Olsen
Mm-hmm.
from Smallville.
Mm-hmm.
He played the main guy. So it was back when he was a kid.
Oh wow.
Well, not kid, but you know,
Like a teenager.
young teen,
Mm.
like
12,
freshman,
13.
like freshman, sophomore.
Like 13, 14, 15.
Well, that's the age he played, not necessarily the age he was.
Yeah.
But yeah. I think of Tobias from there because he's like my favorite character.
I legit only read one Harry Potter book when I was in elementary school.
For the AR points.
Mm-hmm.
I
And it was the third one. It was out of order.
Well, the third one is the biggest, right?
No, I think the fourth one is. I
Isn't
think
it?
Goblet of Fire is.
Well, then you should have read that one because you would have got more points.
I know.
Like,
but
where's the logic?
I don't know. But it still gave me a lot of points, so. I don't remember the book, though, because it was so long ago.
I'm disappointed in your logic.
I remember the movies more. I know, it was forever ago. I'm sorry.
Yes. But yeah, like overall, I really enjoyed tonight's episode.
Yeah.
I love how we saw the grave for the
Yeah.
like she just threw him into a tree, like a hollowed out tree. She's like, "Fuck you."
Yeah. And like the mistress smoking a pipe, like
Yes.
she freaking.
Dude, I loved. Oh, what is his name? Like Munt.
I don't know.
Like, I'll call him Munt. Right? Like, he's riding off on a donkey. Like,
Right.
Like, he looked
so dumb.
hella funny. Like, he wasn't even sitting in the right spot. Because, like, you're supposed to
Yeah.
sit in the dip, right?
Right.
Just like on a horse.
Yeah.
He's sitting on the ass's ass. Like, on top of the hind hips. Like, and I was like, what am I watching? Like, there's this little donkey, like, trotting really fast to try and keep up with the horse. I'm like, why are your feet not dragging? How is the donkey able to move that fast with you on top?
I do not know.
So confused by that entire scene.
Mm-hmm.
It was hilarious.
Mm-hmm. But, like, she's just all sitting back against the freaking, like, pillar, smoking her pipe, and, like, is it her cousin or her sister? Her sister is, like, leaving, and she's like, well, you're the new baroness of this area, so you can thank me later. Yeah. She's all just smoking her pipe.
Don't think you'll never see me again.
Right?
You're the new baroness. Shut the fuck up.
She's so awesome. I love her.
Yes. Love her.
And I love Janzo too because he's like, I feel like he's coming out of his shell more.
Yes.
Like he's just, especially with the stuff with Garret and, you know, what he had to deal with Naya.
I think the whole Naya thing made him come out of his shell.
Yeah, I do too.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, we'll see her again, but she probably won't be able to go to the Outpost again.
No. She's betrayed her to the crown.
Yeah.
The
The only way she'll be able to return is if, like, Gwen dies. And even then, she probably still couldn't come back.
Right.
But, yeah. Like, I don't know. I mean, hopefully Tobin and her, like, can be, you know, the couple that, like, they should be.
Yeah, I don't care if Garret finally wakes the fuck up or not.
Yeah.
Like, his chance has come and went. Like, I'm done.
I don't even care. I don't even ship him with anyone right now. I'm
No.
just like, no, dude, you need to get better.
He needs some time to work on himself.
He does. Like, I think that's one of the things that really bugs me sometimes, like, with writing for characters is that, like, immediately when they, like, aren't with anyone or they break up or whatever, they don't even let them be single that long before they, like, put them in any relationship.
Right. I mean, Gwen's new relationship was a must-be.
Yeah.
And
I mean, it's not like she's not ready or, you know, able or wants to not be or wants to be in one. Like, she does.
She let it she let him woo her, and it worked.
Yeah. You know, and I think that he's a worthy not opponent, but a worthy, like, adversary, suitor for the throne with her.
Mm-hmm.
And
I think that, yes, they progressed way too fast within 10 seconds.
Yeah, definitely.
But I think that the rate they were going beforehand, Zed and Talon were doing really well.
Yeah.
I mean, now that they've progressed to that level, I mean, it could have just been a one-time thing. It could have, you know, because, I mean, who knows? Maybe she's slept with dudes before.
Maybe.
You know, we don't know about her.
But, I mean, she'll always have a bond with him.
Exactly. Whether or not she slept with him, there's a bond there.
Right.
But just having that one scene, still, like, it shows you how little you know about Talon.
Yeah.
Like,
because we learned in that scene that she'd never been with a black blood man.
Well, that should have been obvious because there were no black
Well, no, I know, but I'm just saying. Like, you know.
Okay.
I mean, it is obvious.
Yeah.
But still.
Right. But basically, we don't know what happened to her after her adopted family died.
Yeah.
Until the moment we met her at the Outpost.
Yeah, so there's a big chunk of her life that we don't know about.
Yeah. Like, I mean, I don't need to know about her sexual prowess. It might be interesting to know if she's, you know,
hey, she could have even been with girls.
Yes, she could have, which could account for the awkward scenes between her and Gwen. But
yeah,
like, where does she stand? I mean, in the modern day, it's not okay to just assume straight away whether they're straight or not.
Yeah.
And with Talon being a black blood,
that's why I mentioned the girls.
Right. Like, with Talon being a black blood, that means that she is effectively already an other. And I'm not saying that sexuality or gender preference or whatever makes you an other. I'm saying that as a non-human, she is other.
Mm-hmm.
Right? So maybe they're thinking that covers because she's already an outsider. You know? And especially in that time period, I highly doubt that that's okay.
Mm-hmm.
So she's already that, like, she's already got that specialness, that otherness about her.
Right. Because
she's not human.
Yeah.
But...
that uniqueness.
Yes. But, like, is it common for black bloods?
Right.
Like, what's the difference in their, like, species?
Mm-hmm.
And, I mean, hell, like, it would be a really weird concept, but they're not human, so bear that in mind. Could Zed get preggo? I mean, we don't know their genetics.
We don't.
Neither does Talon.
Yeah.
But...
I mean, I assume they didn't use protection.
Well, I don't think protection's been invented. Oh, hell. We don't need a baby's head walking around right now. Like, oh my gosh.
I don't think they'll go
now
that
I'm
route.
scared.
I don't think they're gonna go that route. It's fine.
Yeah, it doesn't always happen the first time. What? I would assume it doesn't.
No, not always.
I mean, sometimes it does.
Sometimes.
Like, you hear those stories.
Me too.
But...
yeah.
Who knows? I mean, some people try and can't. Or try and finally.
But that's a lot. Usually, a lot of the time, it's because, like, they're older or they have, you know, like...
No,
something...
like, if you watch Ghost Whisperer, it's just because, like, it's just not working. I mean, it all works, you know? Yeah. But, like, it's just not happening.
No, I know. But then a lot of the time, too, there's just also those instances of, like, the endometriosis or, like, you know, whatever it is that, like, is preventing it from happening.
Yeah.
And, I mean, they can still have them. It just makes it more difficult.
Yeah.
And then they eventually do, usually.
Mm-hmm.
But it takes a while.
Yeah. But, yeah. I just hope it's not one of those times where it's like, oh, you had sex, you pregnant.
Well, I mean, they better not do that.
No. I don't want to mess up her amazing, amazing body. Like, holy hell.
That scene, though, like, I know that, like, we didn't need to have the sex part, but, like, that scene where he, like, you know, swipes her hair, like, to the side, and you, like, see her bare back.
Oh!
I'm just like, oh my gosh, it's just like, oh, it's just so beautiful.
I was like, roll your shoulders, baby, roll your shoulders.
I was like, it's just...
Yes, I want to see those muscles flex.
Like,
come on.
It was just so simple and, like, so beautiful.
It was. She had a very defined back, and I appreciated it.
Yes.
CW means you can't see the front, but
it's fine.
It was fine. It left much to the imagination.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Oh.
But yeah, like like I was saying, like with Supergirl, that's an example that I like to use because I feel like whenever Kara has the chance to be single and like work on herself because she's not ready to be in a relationship, they're like, oh, boom, you're gonna be with somebody. Yeah. Like, but isn't it all? But isn't it also really relatable for there to be a strong, single, independent woman who doesn't necessarily need to be with someone? Like, that's powerful. What?
I just picture you saying, I'm a strong and independent woman, I don't need no man.
That's not what I was saying. I'm just saying there's a lot of women who who aren't necessarily with people.
Yeah, I get what you were saying, but like the phrases you used just made me go right there. Oh.
And I don't need no man.
Right? I don't need no man.
No, I mean, don't get me wrong. Like, having a love interest, being in a relationship is great.
Yes.
But at the same time, it's also good to know who you are and know yourself.
Mm-hmm.
So that you can be a good person for somebody else.
Yeah.
Because if you're struggling too much and you have too many things going on and you don't feel like you can handle all of it, that's just going to bring somebody down.
Yeah.
Like, you need to be able to be good for that person as well as for yourself. So that's why I'm just like, you know, it's fine if she's with someone, but I also am okay with her not being with someone.
Mm-hmm.
Because at this point, she's not going to get back with James, even though that was in the first season.
Now he's leaving.
And, like, you know, Monel is probably not coming back. Because they said she was going to have a love interest this season, so.
Yeah.
But anyway, yeah.
Like, there's some shows that are obsessed with the, like, significant couples. And
yeah, there's, like, ones that are
just
do the love triangles. And then there's the ones who just automatically have to get them with somebody, like, right after somebody leaves.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, why can't they just be single for a while and deal with the fact that their other half left?
Mm-hmm.
Why do you have to bring in another person and be like, oh, let's have sex?
Yeah.
Sorry. But, like, it happened on one of the Chicago shows, and I'm just like, no.
Yeah.
So.
But yeah, I mean, it was an amazing show tonight.
It was really good. And like I said, the last few episodes have been really good.
Mm-hmm.
And hopefully the next 3 will be good too.
Yes.
2 or 3.
Yeah.
I'm hoping there's 12 just because
Right.
like it will just end everything really well.
It would.
Because it'll be the end of the month. It'll lead right into the other shows starting up again for the new seasons.
Mm-hmm.
Like, hopefully they can, you know, wrap not everything, because obviously it's probably going to end in a cliffhanger. But I'm saying they can wrap up some of this stuff by the end. And yeah. So.
Mm-hmm. Yes. I think it's possible for them to do that. I think that, like I've been saying for the past couple episodes, I think they're going to end on the Prime Orders army coming up to the gates.
Yeah.
Or at least, you know, camping far, like, at the point where Milas is.
Mm-hmm. Well, I mean, maybe you'll be right.
Maybe.
You're right a lot of the time.
I am.
With the predictions of things like that. So, I mean, sometimes I am, but usually
sometimes I'm wrong.
Usually it's you who guesses right.
Yeah.
Sometimes I'll just be like, oh, this might happen, but then it doesn't.
Right.
Something completely different happens, and it's even more surprising and more of a twist, and I'm just like, oh, okay.
Right. Yes.
You know?
I love it when they can, like, trick me.
Mm-hmm.
Because...
yeah, because shows are...
It's hard to do that.
Yeah, because, I mean, a lot of shows are predictable.
Yeah.
And that doesn't make them any less good. It just means that it's easier to figure things out.
Yeah, you just enjoy watching it unfold.
Yeah.
Yep.
So, I mean, a lot of times with the superhero shows, I feel like those are a little bit less predictable because you don't know where they're going to go with a particular storyline. So it kind of has a lot of, like, plot twists and stuff.
Yeah.
But with a show like The Outpost, I feel like there's a lot of predictability. And
yeah, for a lot of the stuff. But then there's that whole, like, the black blood thing.
Right.
It's very unpredictable.
Yeah.
Because we don't know much about them at all.
We don't.
So they're
an unknown.
Zed's
there to help, you know, educate her about them.
Right.
So.
Yeah. But even with, like, even through knowing Zed, the black blood culture as a whole is a massive unknown.
Mm-hmm.
And so you can't really, I mean, it's like what Talon and Gwen were doing when Zed first showed up. They were judging the entire black blood race on the bitch who tried to kill the queen.
Yeah.
Like, oh, she tried to kill her, so they're all bad, except for Talon.
Right.
But no, Zed comes from a section that has split off from them. You know.
Mm-hmm.
that aren't violent like that.
Yeah.
So it's just very... Yeah.
It is, yeah.
So, do you have anything else you want to say?
I don't think so. Do you?
No, I don't think so.
I mean, we pretty much covered everything.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not happy about Garret being out, but
No.
it was bound to happen.
Yes.
So.
Yeah, it was gonna happen.
It was.
So, I mean, I guess
Until next time,
keep fighting for what you believe in.